once summertime comes, I'll be able to just hang my head out the window next to my computer.
Ah, it's the best. What's up, folks? Good evening. This is round 6 of the Unicorn Poopies. I'm going to get started shortly. I'm going to have a brief pre-show here and test everything out. It's episode 164, February 2nd, 2017. We got a lot more stuff to talk about tonight. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's make sure the audio's working.
You are listening to an all-game...
Yep, looks good.
I am listening.
You are listening.
I am listening, my friend.
Beard and Hat is here. Warchild Mark IV. Obi's here.
Yes.
We got the whole
Yes,
gang
very
here.
good.
Maybe even Blades will join us.
No, he's going to bed and shortly thereafter.
He snuggled up with his Pikachu and he's gone.
Oh
yeah.
Pikachu's great,
yeah.
but then when he evolves, Raichu's kind of like derpy. I don't know. I guess he's cute.
I don't even know what he turns into anymore. It's like a Pikachu, then all of a sudden it's like a Pecan or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know. I just go with it.
Pichu, then he evolves to Pikachu, and then he evolves to Raichu.
Pika.
But why would you evolve Pikachu? He's so cute.
I was always part of the original 150. No more, no less. Okay, well, hang on. 152, or is it 151?
I think it's 152. If you count
Mew and Mewtwo.
Mewtwo, yeah.
Or Glitch.
Well, I like
Mission number, I mean.
What they're doing now is that they're doing country or region origins, so there's variants on the existing generation, so they're repurposing all the old generations. That's pretty cool. Kind of like what they did with what was the GameCube one? Gale of Darkness, the one where they had the Shadow Pokemon variants. That was pretty cool too. Yeah, we're a Pokemon household.
I think I missed that one.
Yeah, the two games on GameCube were really good. Gale of Darkness, I think it was, and Pokemon Coliseum. Top-notch stuff, yo. Really like those.
I'm drinking this flat orange Mountain Dew that I was supposed to give to Tuca.
Hey, Obi, you gonna bring us in tonight? I see you in the show notes.
What? No.
No? Okay.
Sorry, dude. I've been really tired lately.
Yeah, no, it's been a interesting New Year for everyone, isn't it? I think. Whoa, I get that.
Yeah, I was talking to these two while you were gone. Kind of let them know what's all going on and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna get on earlier, but I had to take care of some stuff in the house. On the bright side, I got a pretty cool care package from Puerto Rico, so that made that week.
Is it all rum?
No, that's the one thing that's not in there. Everybody's like, "Oh, rum?" Like, no. I felt bad as it is.
Send you rum.
I told my friend wanted to send me a package, and I said, "Well, just send me something simple. Don't spend a lot of money." She spent a lot of money in the package, and she sent me some plantains from Puerto Rico, some other goodies, some candies.
Oh, yeah.
See, the second you say don't spend a lot of money, they automatically think, I'm going to spend a lot of money just to spite them.
Yeah, I guess
It's a good
what she did.
mind trick.
I should have just asked for rum too.
Yeah. That's what I do.
It's like an $80 package. I'm like, damn.
If someone's like, "Oh, don't spend a lot of money," it's like, "No, fuck you. You don't get to tell me how to spend my money."
Yeah, don't spend a lot of money. But if you decide to, I'll take the gold label stuff.
You dirtbag.
Let me get a Lamborghini and a hot tub.
Have you guys ever had mofongo?
Wait, did you say Lamborghini and a hot dog?
Yeah.
A Lamborghini and a hot tub.
Oh, I'm like, that's kind of a weird. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, so don't spend a lot of money, but I want a Lamborghini, but at the least I'll take a hot dog. So then they go buy you both.
Dude, I thought you
so
said
then you
a
can-
Lamborghini in a hot tub. I'm like, an underwater and Lamborghini. That's kind of cool. Like a go-go gadget Lamborghini, I guess.
A whole new world.
Turns to a submarine.
No, that's the sky. Under the sea would have been way more acceptable there. You drop the ball.
Yeah.
I was using a frisbee anyway.
But that would have been racist, though, because, you know, but then it's self-deprecating. Warchild get away with it. Like, yes, because Sebastian's black. Clearly.
Yeah, but what if he's not? Because you can have white Jamaican people that sound like that, too. Ho, 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 ho.
I thought he was a crab.
White Jamaican people, it's just white people with dirty hair.
Dang. No, there's some white Jamaican, just like there's some Asian Jamaican people.
That's true, because it's a nationality, not an ethnicity, yeah.
All you have to do is be born there.
Yeah.
Now you're racist.
Who?
Bastard.
Yeah,
Yogi.
So if you're born in Africa, do you have the right to say you're African? Or is it like, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your cards revoked. Like, no.
No, you whenever you came out and you touched the land, whatever land you are in is what you are in, or whatever land you were in is what you are. So
that's where you're a citizen of, yeah.
Interesting.
You can't just be like, I know I was born in Deutschland, but I want to be an American. It rhymes cool.
Yay! All
Right out the dome piece.
You guys ready to get started?
Sure. Let's get through this as quick as possible.
Just give you a heads up, though.
Yeah.
March 19th, my schedule's going to change. I'm going to have Sunday, Monday off. So I can still try and aim for Thursday, but I'm going to have to, like, figure something out as far as logging on after work.
Okay. We'll have to figure something
Yeah,
out.
Thursdays I'm still good.
Yeah, because Beard can't do weekends at all. That's the thing that sucks.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
All right. Here we go.
Let's rock.
You are listening to an All Games Radio Network broadcast of allgames.com.
Hi, this is Normie from Knuckleballer Radio and ZombieCast, and you're listening to one of my favorite shows on the GeekyAntics Network. Don't forget to check out the rest of the gang over at GeekyAntics.net. Warning, there might be rants and food ahead and possibly inappropriate behavior. Don't tell anybody, though.
Welcome, geeks, gamers, furries, and ninja robots. This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, February 2nd, 2017, and this is episode 164, lovingly titled Never-Ending Unicorn Poopies, The Coddling of the Poops. Because who doesn't love to coddle a good poop? I know that's gross. Yeah, probably people joining this, not knowing what this is all about, they're like, what the hell is going on? This is round 6.
Sleeping with the poopies.
Poopies, rolling with the poopies, man. Yeah, people say you're full of shit. Be like, yeah, I'm full of shit, unicorn shit. But this is round 6 of the Unicorn Poopies, our Geek Awards.
Wow,
and we're gonna go into some more categories. But before we do that, let's do the usual introductions. We got Beard and Hat, a.k.a. Taylor. What's up? What's up?
Hello.
We have Obi. Everybody knows Obi. ObioneX2. A.k.a. TSC
Hello.
Obi, and A.k.a. the Beard Man, the other Beard Man. I don't know who's the original Beard Man. I'll let you guys sort that out. We have Beard in hand, then we have Obi. I got a beard too. It could be problematic.
It really doesn't matter. I accept him for who he is.
Well, he's
I
got.
was going to defer to you because you're probably older than I am.
Shit. Okay.
And well, Beard has the hat too. It's the and hat that separates him. Beard and hat. I'm beard and bandana. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And that you hear there is from Warchild Mark IV. What's up, bro?
Hey, I had a beard. I shaved it off. Now I got a little goatee. So I'm like goatee and glasses.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
I might.
This sounds like what's that movie? Is it Reservoir Dogs? With Mr. Gray and Mr. Blue and Mr. Pink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Let's
go rob a bank.
That's a Tarantino joint, isn't it? One of his early joints.
Believe so.
Yeah, I got that on Blu-ray for $3.
Damn, that's a steal.
That was good. That was a good deal.
Sounds more like boot ray, as in you bootlegged it.
No, I legitimately bought it from FYE of all places.
Oh wow.
Captain Price Gouge, and I got that for $3.
Retail price. That's crazy. The FYE.
Anybody remember Media Play?
Oh boy. No, but FYE, like most FYEs every other FYE I've ever been to has been inside of a mall. So usually you don't expect prices like that, you know. Malls
true.
tend to be overpriced. So
They got to pay that rent.
Yeah, you gotta move inventory. Yeah.
So you better believe I bought that shit.
Hell yeah, for $3, that's a no-brainer.
It would kind of suck if you had to buy toilet paper from the mall. I mean, that just
Oof, nah, don't do that. Don't buy necessities in the mall. Like, let's go grocery shopping at the mall. Ooh, can you imagine that? Nope.
Ooh.
Bad idea.
Gotta build a house out of sausage because you're so broke.
That sounds delicious. So, folks, we got some light
House out of
news.
sausage.
Light news and a little bit of banter before we get into the Unicorn Poopies. So let's just get out of the way. First off, I think a lot of people are thinking about this. Morrowind is coming to the world of Elder Scrolls Online. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People are still playing that?
Yeah, believe it or not. The only reason I stopped playing it is because MMOs are dangerous. It's like, you say, oh, I'm just going to play for a couple hours, and next thing you know, sun's coming up and 12 hours have passed. You're like, oh, yeah.
Come on, every game has the potential to be like that.
MMOs are the worst, though, because it's just an endless loop of grinding and minutia, and you lose track of time very easily. Like, just inventory management alone in Elder Scrolls Online that could take you an hour or two.
That's why it's called My Money Ogun.
Mm-hmm.
MMO. Now, I know all is spelled with an A, but it's like your money leaves that quick. You gotta say it with an O. Ogun.
Ogun. Yeah. It's a stretch, but I'll let it go. Yeah, I'll allow it.
We'll let it slide this time.
It's good.
We had a week of betas. Before we talk about those two betas in particular, free play days for Rainbow Six Siege. So if you're like me and you've been championing for this game, and you have knucklehead friends who like shooters but are for some reason on the fence about Siege, like, oh well, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's good. It looks like it'll be repetitive. It's not Call of Duty. It's not Battlefield. Now they can play it for free, and actually form their own educated opinion on it by actually playing it. So hopefully this will. This is something they've been doing pretty frequently. I hope they do it more often. Bring more players into the pool, into the player base. So
is it being offered at a discount everywhere too? Because on the PlayStation Network, it's half off the base game, or essentially 30% off the complete edition.
I think I saw, and I could be wrong, but I think I saw the Year 2 edition, like the complete edition, as you said, for like $40, which is a steal, and the base game for like 15, 20, something like that. Could be wrong.
It's 25 on Steam right now, yeah.
So yeah, so that's definitely worth it, and all you really need is the base game. But if you get the premium, you'll get a leg up and I have to do all the grinding to unlock everything. So, big fan. Try it out, and yeah, WarChild. We still gotta play.
Yeah, I've got it. I just need to hop on there. I know Amazon had it for a good price around the holidays. It might still be good. I don't know. Something worth checking out though.
What's the lowest? It was on Amazon, like $15, right?
It might have between 15 and 20.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, that surprisingly for as old as the game is, it hasn't dropped that much. Which I notice a lot of times with shooters, that happens to be like the case. Like they don't go down in price as much for some reason. I guess because of the replay value keeps them relevant.
If it has multiplayer, it doesn't drop in price as quickly. Whereas Final Fantasy 15 was $40 the week after I bought it.
Yep. They still bitter about that?
I will forever be bitter about that. Not because I feel like I overpaid for the game, but because if I had just waited a week,
yeah,
I could have had an extra $20, but
that's the
whatever. Game's good.
Early adopter tax, the high premium for being an early adopter. Speaking of games you may want to weigh on, For Honor is coming Valentine's Day. It's an interesting release day. Because they think that what's their whole thing, slashing people is the way you should spend your time with loved ones. I don't know.
Love the ones you kill,
Yeah.
But
kill the
I
ones
like
you love.
that.
Yeah.
If you can love, love the ones you kill, kill the ones you, if you can love the ones you kill the ones you love. Okay, I'm done. That sounds like a depressing country song.
It sounds real morbid.
It could work.
But if you would like to slash something way before Valentine's Day, Neo is coming out on the 7th, I believe. It's like a mix of Dark Souls meets kind of like Ninja Gaiden.
See, that sounds awesome. The release date, terrible. Sandwiching it in, between Halo Wars 2, For Honor, and Ghost Recon Wildlands, which are all games on my radar. Yeah, not good.
But here's the thing. Fans of the Neo-style games, for the most part, aren't buying those other games.
That's true. Yeah. It's a whole different audience. But yeah, For Honor, we just got through beta weekend. And I'm kind of tired of this whole beta thing, the way Ubisoft does it, because a beta 2 to 3 weeks before a game comes out is no longer a beta. It's a demo, pre-release demo.
That's not a beta if you have things that are being printed and sent out to stores. That's not enough time for you to mass produce the game and ship it out.
Exactly. They're not going to take feedback from this beta and make adjustments. The best case scenario is that they'll do a day one patch based upon feedback. And even then, I doubt it. Maybe. But this is pretty much a finished product. They just use the word beta as a cop-out. Like, if it's buggy and it's not working the way you expect, then ignore it because it's just a beta. The real thing won't be like this, so they'll still get those pre-orders.
You know my view on that. I really think they released that quote-unquote beta in order to get more fans of the series, because they've been pushing it for a while. They've let it sit. Now all of a sudden you look up, it's close to time for the release date, and Ubisoft has put out some bad things in the past. I think they're trying to let people realize that, hey, this time is going to be different. We're going to give you something solid. Matter of fact, go ahead, take a look at it right now. Tell us what you think. If you like it, it's going to come out in the next couple of days. That's how I look at it. I think it's a good move.
It's a marketing move is what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting it in the hands of the people who are streaming. Mm-hmm. You know damn well they made sure that they had that first before they handed out open beta passes to the plebs.
Well, that's fine and dandy.
Sure.
Yeah, they're making sure that they get it in the right hands so people start talking about it, right? But wouldn't it be more effective if they have that period be like a week, not a weekend, because some people work on a weekend, or that's when they spend time with their family. So you know, seemed like a missed opportunity there.
They don't care about them.
Yeah, because most of the younger crowd is going to be off on the weekends. As long as they can play, they're going to be the ones that get addicted. And plus, if you make a majority of your money off of streaming, the weekend is going to be perfect for you too, because of the fact that you're going to have more of the younger group, more of the younger kids off to the point where they can watch you play the game, which in turn, like Beard says, is advertising. So
Yeah,
it all works out.
That's cheap advertising. They put $1,000 in a streamer's pocket and say, "Hey, play this game for 4 hours."
Mm-hmm.
They can still do
Although
the
I'm
same
pretty sure
thing.
it's more than $1,000.
But they could do the same thing by just start. You know, they can still start it on a Thursday, run it through Saturday. It was through Saturday, right? Not even through Sunday. It was weird, right? That was weird. Just let's run it a little longer. They've done that before with like they extended betas before. Extended for a few days to give more people a chance to play it.
You can't get logic out of corporate, Obi or Yogi.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
it's
Yobi.
specifically to
Again? Jesus.
I said Yobi.
it's to create a buzz.
Yeah, no, I get it.
They're generating buzz. You're just upset because you couldn't play it.
No, I
I'm
played
upset
the
because
shit out
I
of
couldn't
it,
play it.
but I know a lot of people that couldn't because it just didn't jive with their schedule. So I feel like,
Yeah, I didn't.
what are they
get to
losing
touch
if they
it.
extend it a little longer? You know, cast a wider net. The replay value
It devalues it.
Yeah.
It devalues it. If you keep it short, it has an air of exclusivity, and it has this.
But if that was
It's more
the
compact,
case,
so people are going to play it.
if
People are
that
going to
was
play
the
more of it
case,
early.
Overwatch would have failed. Overwatch was in beta for a long time on PC. You know. Same thing with Hearthstone.
Blizzard is a completely different animal. You can't factor them into any of it.
And plus, it's hard to have a failing Blizzard game. It doesn't happen. It's rare, if it even exists.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a few more days, 4 more days, not gonna kill anybody. Cause
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
well, look at this weekend they had the Halo Wars 2 beta that started a little earlier, and that's actually a really good game that most people didn't even give a second thought to. And this beta was for the Blitz mode, which takes the fun parts of RTS, real-time strategy, and streamlines it so you don't have to worry about resource management and tech tiers and building structures and all that stuff. It's just, hey, you got a bunch of cards, use those cards to summon units and send those units out to fight, and watch the battle that ensues and rinse and repeat. And it was really fun. I'm actually really excited about the Halo Wars 2 release, but For Honor dropped, and then it was like, we forgot all about it. Everybody stopped talking about Halo Wars 2. The few people that were talking about it.
That's because it's all about the new hotness.
Yeah.
Whatever's the newest and the freshest, it doesn't matter.
It's Samurai Week.
Well, I gotta say too, with now that they have the For Honor open beta coming on February 9th, just a few days before the game actually releases. Again, weird, but sure. This is what Ubisoft does nowadays. I do have a big problem with the game. And that problem is that there seems to be no dedicated servers. It's all player hosted. In the game,
Dedicated servers are expensive.
I get
That
that.
is true.
I get the business sense.
It's doubly expensive on a new IP.
Right, and like in the dual modes, fine, player hosted, but in these massive battles, all these minions and armies flying all over the place, and 4v4, it's pretty large scale battle. That should be dedicated server, or at least it should be an option. I don't know, something, because the most annoying thing that I experienced was people kept leaving, and then I had to resync the session constantly. And then if you had a shitty host, you had lag, like the choppy kind of lag, where everything was just kind of sputtering around. I was like, no, this is not good. That
Didn't
Let the bad
Battlefield
taste
do
around.
it so that you can buy servers,
Yeah.
I think they did, yeah.
rent
Yeah.
servers from fucking EA? And that seems like a viable option.
But yeah, but they still have their own servers available. But those
Yeah,
then
but
they had the premium
able to
servers for people that wanted, their own server that they could, manage the way they wanted to.
And that's a way to offset the cost of your servers. But again, we don't work for Ubisoft, so what do we know?
We're just a guy behind the sticks.
I gotta say, I love the kind of Dark Souls style combat in there. Like, it's all about precision, which is why the constant disconnections and resyncing is annoying in that kind of game. But I'm gonna eventually get it, But I have a feeling it's gonna drop in price within a month. I just have that gut feeling.
Yeah.
I want you to think about this, though, because if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you can go ahead and get it at a discounted rate, which means that, like, for example, me, I'm going to get a deluxe edition for the same price I would getting it at the regular edition price.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's going to be $50-something versus 60 or 70. Same thing with the gold edition. You can get the gold edition for like maybe about 70 when I think it's priced at being possibly 90.
Yeah, but
So it's all in your perspective, I guess.
But Amazon's best price guarantee, it only lasts, 2 weeks after the purchase is made. So if the price drops on the third week, you don't get that benefit. And I know it's going to be cheaper than whatever you save using Amazon Prime.
Yeah, if it goes down to $40 or $39.99, which is the sweet spot for those games, you're still going to be out that $7.
I look at it like this: if it goes down, it goes down. I got something that I know I'm actually going to be happy with, versus potentially spending the money on something that looks kind of promising, and then I look up and it's No Man's Sky. Yeah, I'm going to hate on that game all night.
That's my concern with For Honor. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be that good. From what I saw, it looks pretty shallow.
Well, I know I'm going to be happy with it. That's all that matters.
I can see what you're saying. It's shallow in that the experience is very focused. It is what it is. And there's nothing else to it. Like, you have duels, 1v1 or a 2v2. Or you have the 4v4 mode, which is my preferred mode, where it's these huge battles that pan out, and you gotta control the objectives. That's cool. And then after that, the only other thing is, scavenging for equipment, crafting, and, the deploying war assets, because you have a persistent world where the three factions are trying to take over land. And how you deploy your armies and how you perform in each individual match impacts that global battle, that global war. That's pretty cool. But that's more like
Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
And I don't think that's going to be the core. The experience is going to be, that's cool, but then the novelty will probably wear off. So I see what you're saying, Beard. I think there's a lot there. I think there's a lot of replay value there. But for me, I think it would end up being a game where I'll play it here and there just for funsies. But it won't be like my go-to game like a Rainbow Six Siege.
I could see it being my go-to game, especially since like my gaming well is kind of dried. I'm scraping the bottom right now because Destiny is getting kind of blah, and then the Division it's fun, but it's like there's not much you can do in it anymore. So I need something new.
There's a lot more variety in Division though than there is in For Honor.
Yeah, but it's like the variety dies out once you finish the main quest line. All you can really do at the end is just go into the dark zone or do the daily stuff to find better stuff to
incursions, survival, underground, and then underground has different modifiers you could run to challenge yourself.
Yeah, but I would say the only thing that's still viable about the Division is the underground, because it provides a survival aspect. Whereas like underground, you know, I told y'all before, I've run that thing to the point where I couldn't play the Division anymore. I had literally stopped for like a good maybe 3, 4, let's just say 6 months. I couldn't, I cut the game on, I looked at it, then I cut it off. That's how bad it was.
See, the thing too, you're probably playing solo a lot. That game is one where you have to play with friends. Like, if you play with friends, it's 100 times better. You know, if you go in there solo and just grinding things out, then, yeah, no.
The underground, I was playing with randoms, and
yeah,
even still, it's like I could not, because I was playing with Tuca too a couple of times, but I could not go back to it because it just the repetition. And even after I bought the blueprint, I'm like, well, I'm only going to use this gun to go back to the underground just to grind it again and possibly find a better gun so I can grind the game again. It's almost like the Diablo 2 method of play. It's like you go and you find better weapons to replay previous missions that you've already played. Now, I know essentially, you know, most games are like that, but it's like whenever you can't really see yourself playing that level or those activities anymore. It starts to wear on you. So that's why I gave it the Division for that so long.
How many hours have you put into that game?
God, I'd have to.
So it sounds like a lot.
It was a lot of hours. I can't give you an exact amount, but I know it was a lot.
So it just makes it. Do you expect to get, say, 100-something hours out of a game and not start to get bored of it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, I don't really. I know eventually I'm going to get bored of a game, but it's like when the only reason I'm playing the game is to continue to do the side missions and find better stuff to do the side missions. I mean, there's got to be something more. You know, give me a viable expansion pack or something. Don't just have me do an extra mission that's like I don't know, maybe 20 minutes long or whatever, and then send me back to the regular thing. Just give me something that's going to keep
long. What division are you playing?
I'm just saying, man.
And how's that any different than any other MMO? You grind so you could do endgame gear, and then you do the endgame content so you can get better gear, so you could do the endgame content so you can get better gear, so you could do the endgame content and get better gear. It's an endless loop. That's MMOs in a nutshell.
But there's more than just like 1 or 2 endgame things in MMOs.
There's more in there than people think. Like, I think it's just pure burnout because there's stuff to do. Like, the incursions, I've beaten them, but I still struggle with them. Like, you know, I still feel like I could do this better. You know, I could play this at a harder difficulty if I have better gear. And I like that challenge. And it's not just the gear, it's also the tactics and your team comp and all that stuff. So.
Well, I'm speaking more on Destiny than I am Division, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I can go back and play Destiny with no problem. It just...
Because the mechanics are that satisfying.
I guess you got a point there.
I mean, I guess it depends what you like.
You guys are bitching about 100 hours in something and getting tired of it?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
I've got over 2,000 hours in Farm Simulator 2015.
Okay.
That's a lot of hours.
That's a awesome game.
Why do you think I play? I'm a sim player.
Yeah.
Like the Flight Simulator X. I just got it last week, and I probably got 36 hours in it already.
Well, Flight Simulate your X.
Mm-hmm. Come on, baby.
See, and WarChild, mark my words, and much of this I love For Honor, especially the concept of it, is something fresh, right? But it's going to devolve into what Division and Destiny is. It's going to become a niche game where the hardcore players are going to keep playing for it. They're going to be apologists about it, and everybody else is going to get tired of it and leave. So when you go on there, the competition is going to be so stiff that eventually you have to make a decision. Am I going to keep playing so I can get better and keep up with them, or am I just going to move on to something else? And that's what's going to end up happening. And I think it's going to happen much sooner than people think. Because that game is
the new
just,
Rocket League.
Oh, God, exactly. But see,
I'll be honest with you, they're going to have me till Mass Effect Andromeda comes out.
All right. I mean, because, well, that's not even that long of a period. Talk about a few weeks. So, yeah, you'll be good during that time, at least. You'll get your money's worth out of that, I guess. I just, because I already, just playing from the beta, there was some tryhards already. Like, they were parrying my parries and countering my counters, and I'm like, man, this is annoying. Like, they've played this already so much that they have the timing down pat. It was just annoying.
You know, the funny thing is I accidentally discovered the parry system.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they don't really... That tutorial is garbage. It barely teaches you the real mechanics of the game. It teaches you, oh, this is how you change direction to block. They don't tell you about how people can hide what direction they're attacking from, or how there's uninterruptible attacks, or how you take damage if you're not armored up when you block. You know, all kinds of shit. Or, you know, how stamina's taken away and you can get staggered and all this shit. Like, all these nuances that really make a big difference. They teach you, like, the very basic of the game, and then it's like, alright, good luck. And really, For Honor is going to be one of those games that you need to find a friend that's really good at it and play private matches and duel them so you can get better, and they give you pointers. Because if you just play the game and just try to learn it like that, it's going to take a lot longer. And if you're someone that's a sore loser and you hate dying a lot, then you're not going to like this game. It's probably more infuriating than the Dark Souls experience in that aspect. It's like, oh,
I'll be your Huckleberry.
And that's why I'm not playing it.
Yeah. I don't think this is an OB game.
Now, here's one thing that I want from the game.
What's that?
I want it to be like Bushido Blade.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I want there to be a guy with a gun.
You know, I don't see why they wouldn't put some type of gun technology in there, because it's, you know, feudal era Japan had, were they arquebuses or whatever, and muskets as well. Well, actually, a little bit after feudal.
They got ranged attacks.
I would love to see that. I'd love to see someone with a gun, because that would be hilarious to me.
They got ranged attacks. I think it's the Peacekeeper. She has a dagger she throws that saps your stamina, like it cripples you. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. All of a sudden you see a stamina bar go down and you're like, what the hell? And you're slow, and it doesn't hurt that much, but you're like bleeding out slowly, and then you're... Oh, it's terrible. But then... Did you figure that out?
I was going to say, I really like it, because I'll be honest with you, I did not realize that there was talent you could use. I was just going in there, nothing but sword skill, just trying to win the games. But I love whenever you're fighting somebody on a bridge, and if you push that person down, or you you swing to the point where they have to fall off and they instantly die, it's perfect.
You know, that's why I like playing Vanguard, because Vanguards can usually grab people and throw them, especially in the Vikings. The Vikings are very aggressive.
Here's one thing I found funny. The Viking fell in the water and died.
So much for getting having that ship get set on fire so you can go to Valhalla.
Yeah.
Did you
going right to the fucking bottom of the ocean?
Did you guys notice that the spear, the heavy for the samurais, the spear wielder, is OP as fuck?
Actually, that's not the heavy. That's actually a light class. The heavy class has this giant club that has spikes on it for the samurai.
Fucking
What?
Tetsubo, yeah.
Yeah.
The poleaxe, or the staff, yeah. In
It's
every
like-
fighting game with a weapon, everyone bitches that they are OP. Look at Soul Calibur. Everyone bitched about Killick being so fucking good.
Yeah, because he was the one if you didn't know how to play, you just button mashed and you just kept sweeping people and like poking them from far away. Yeah, he was annoying as hell, Killick. Fuck Fuck him.
Yo, I got real good with him.
Yep. Man, he was.
Yeah.
It's him and Link.
That's because they got rid of my my initial character from Soul Calibur 1. Fucking Horolong? Yeah. They got rid of him.
Oh, God, yeah.
The fucking swords and the kicks? Yeah. They got rid of him. So I had to go with Killick. It was great. Everyone hated me.
Did you, were you that guy that would take that long pole and just beat the crap out of everybody with it?
No, I would get you real close and beat the crap out of you with the long pole.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'd use the exact opposite
My dude.
that you would think to attack with it.
Oh man.
Better than yours.
Chris
That's the
from
long
Gaming
pole
Death.
we're talking about correctly.
He's big in this. He says he likes Maxi. Maxi was the one that had the nunchucks. He's fun, like the combos he does, and oh man, so good.
I was always
Maxi.
a Mitsubishi fan.
Here's the thing about Maxi. Maxi was broken as fuck. You could just... We tested this. We would cover our eyes and just press either horizontal or vertical and never lose.
Yeah. But if you mess up his combos and like you get caught off guard, like he's wide open. Like if you do like the wide swing with the nunchucks, and then you get spinning on the other side, and someone hits you on the opposite side where you left yourself open, like that's it. You're done.
That's if you're thinking about how to fight with Maxi. But if you
That's true.
just hit triangle or you just hit square, you win.
Yeah. My favorite was Tali. That's Tali or Tabi? Was it Tabi? The ninja girl. You talking about?
Talum? Yeah. Talum was... or
Taki.
Taki.
Yeah.
Taki. There you go. I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right.
She was good. And then
Taki,
Talum was the other one.
Yeah, Taki was my
Talum
girl.
had the two, the Tonfa.
You
Soul
know,
Calibur.
with all
That
the
game's
fighting...
never coming back.
I know, and it's a shame because there's nothing... With all the fighting games that are out there, there's nothing like it out there. Like, weapon-based fighting game, that's awesome.
Isn't that what For Honor is now?
Yeah, but not the same. You don't have like Soul Calibur is fast, fluid, visceral, very satisfying. This, For Honor is very slow. It's about like getting that precise counter and the satisfaction of that. But most of the time, you're just like literally you're just staring people down and guarding. And then, if you're playing with a lot of the characters, and most of them are counter-attackers, so you're waiting for them to attack so you could get an opening. So it's just like, waiting them out. All right, I'm going to circle strafe around you, waiting you out. All right. And then you're like switching weapons between hands and switching positions until someone attacks and trying to feign an attack to get them to go first. And it can be tedious if you don't like that kind of slow pace. It's a complete opposite experience. It's not comparable to Soul Calibur. It is very much Dark Souls, where it's like, oh, I swung and I missed, so now I'm derping around and stumbling over my own feet. Oh, I'm dead now. Because this person has dual wield and is just going to go, bap, 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 and I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, we have the Soul Calibur chat here.
Oh, Soul Calibur. It was great.
Yeah. Soul Edge was the first one, right?
Yeah, it was Soul Edge
Yeah.
for PlayStation 1,
And arcade.
Mm-hmm.
and then it was
Arcade.
Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
And Soul Calibur 2 was the one with the exclusive characters in each game. Hey,
How
watch out,
about-
Echo.
Well, Soul Calibur 4 did that too, didn't they?
Soul Calibur 2 had Darth Vader and Yoda.
I thought I
yeah.
thought Soul Calibur 3 was the first one to do. You had
No,
Yoda, you had
3.
Heihachi, and you had
That
Link.
was 2.
That was 2? Yeah, I guess it was
Yeah.
2.
Damn.
You had,
That's right.
no,
3
you
had
Heihachi, you had
Yoda,
Link, and you had Spawn.
Spawn, yeah, on the Xbox. Then 3 had Yoda, you had Starkiller, and you had Darth Vader.
That
And,
was 4.
What the heck? Oh, God.
3 was PS3 exclusive, I think, or PS2 exclusive, and it was mediocre. It was the first one to add in character customization.
Yeah, that's right. And they had this weird campaign kind of thing. Oh yeah, and Chris is saying 2 had Link, Spawn, and Hitachi.
Hihachi, yeah.
Hihachi, sorry. I love the whole series, though. There were some that were stronger than others. How about Power Stone? That's another series I would like to see come back.
Oh, man.
Using your environment. Like
We've talked about Power Stone a couple of times. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, because it's like playing out a Jackie Chan kung fu movie. Like, you're using everything you can. Oh, there's a chair here. I'm going to hit you with the chair. And I'm going to swing around this table and use it as cover. And, oh, man. Such an easy opportunity. Like,
back then, that was when it took time to actually make good games.
Yeah. People were trying to do different things that were different, not just regurgitating something that's popular.
Got to make that money, hun.
So, on that note, For Honor and Halo Wars 2, I think they're both very promising because they're pretty niche in what they're doing. There's not much you can compare them to. But I just wonder how much there is going to be there as far as gameplay. I'm definitely confident about Halo Wars 2. If you like RTS, there's going to be lots of replay value there. For Honor, I'm worried it's going to be like something that people are going to play really hot and heavy for a month. Then they're going to hit a wall, or they're going to be distracted by the next hotness, and that's it. And they'll never come back to it.
But at the same time, you got a chance to play the beta, which is a lot better than what some games will do lately, because I couldn't actually tell you last time I even played the beta was The Division. And I missed Destiny's beta, and I really wish No Man's Sky would have had like some sort of beta or something, or some type of little sample of what you could play. But for the most part, games don't give you that option to decide whether or not you're going to like it or you're going to hate it.
For Honor needs a massive battle mode, like, I don't know, maybe 10v10. That'd be dope.
That'd be too much. That'd be too much.
Not if you do it in a huge
We'd have
battlefield.
to dumb down the graphics or something.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be able to handle it as far as performance, because it is a really good-looking game. But just something where you can have a lot more friends playing with you at the same time. I don't know, even if it's just 8v8. 4v4 is like so small. It's like, it means you gotta like either do a custom, like a private match, or tell some of your friends, well, we got a full party, sorry, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Plus, now that I think about it, I think the other reason they wouldn't do that is because you can switch targets, but it's just you have to do it quickly, and it gets kind of annoying at times.
Spamming the left trigger, yeah, it's a pretty shitty targeting system, because sometimes it will target someone that you don't want to target. There's issues with it, but again, it's just like Dark Souls. It's very clunky, but once you figure out how to work around the nuances, it's satisfying. But anyway, that's enough with that. Another thing I wanted to mention, because last week we were talking about old stuff, and M&M's now celebrating the 75th anniversary. I know, random as fuck, but M&M's are now 75 years old. What's your favorite M&M flavor?
Crispy.
Crispy, yeah, that's a good one. How about you, OB? Yeah? I like that one too.
Good talk.
Warchild, what's your favorite M&M?
Crispy is good. I like pretzel.
Yeah.
But the peanut butter ones are good.
Pretzel and peanut butter. Or just classic peanut. Can't go wrong with that. Anything other than plain. I also like the chili. The chili one.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you try those crazy flavors?
Yeah, the chili. I had the chili. I didn't have the other ones, I don't think. But the chili was definitely, like, when you put chocolate and spice together, delicious.
It makes it so nice.
They had
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, it was. I think it might have been limited time or something, but they had a chili one, a coffee one, and what was the other flavor? They had 3. I can't remember what the third one was, but it was interesting.
Oh, coconut. Yeah.
Coconut's gross.
Was it coconut?
How dare you? Coconut's great.
Nope, disgusting.
Damn.
Screw you. Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to hand out some more Unicorn Poopies?
How many more
I guess
categories
so.
do we have left?
Only about 80. We're about 10% of the way. Not bad. All right, folks. I'm going to start off tonight.
I'm out. Later.
Night, Obi.
See you, Obi.
You put the lime in the Coke, you nut, and drink them both together. I see what you did there. Play on words there, Chris.
Put
Anyway.
a lime in a coconut and put a gag in Yogi's mouth so we can get through this.
That's right. Best sequel or remake, not a remastered game. There's a big difference. When I mean a true remake, not a just HD. The what? What?
The best sword fighting game out there.
Soul Calibur.
Can it come back?
Chris is 6 episodes away from episode 200 on the Gaming Death podcast. Yeah, we should do like a crossover.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait.
That does not sound sincere at all, OV. That sounds great.
You said there's a crossover? There's going to be like Horse Death Live?
That could work. Though PETA might be up our ass after that.
That's all good. Let them get mad.
Actually, before we
No
jump,
press is bad press.
before we jump into the category, you guys should talk real quick about how your week was. Cause I gotta take a piss.
No, we should jump
No,
into the category. Or
No, no, no.
We're going to cut into the
Like, he's
categories while you're not here.
No, don't do that.
Is that a category? Best piss of the year?
No category. Just talk about your week.
Okay, I got confused.
What
I
you
heard.
been
I
playing.
got something, guys. Guys, we can talk about something.
Yeah. There you
Go take a
What do you
piss,
got?
Yogi, because we're going to talk about you.
Okay, cool.
The shittiest moments to date, for the first time you've met this person until now. Let's talk about the douchebaggery and dirtbaggery of one Yogizilla, Yomar Lopez.
Let's talk about how flaky he is. How
What?
difficult he is to pin down.
Flake. Yep, not
Flake
a
City.
pin board. That's exact.
Total flake.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he likes coconut too. Disgusting.
Yep.
He has this love of giving out awards.
Yeah, more than any one person should have to endure over a 6-week span.
We're going 8. Trust. This is taking 2 more weeks to talk
This
about the same 16 games.
Well, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. Hey, dude, get this shit, you guys. Now, this is something I want to spread with everybody. He's probably gonna edit this out, but I don't care. I offered, like you guys know, Top Star Esports. We're actually into the Open down in MLG Atlanta. So we're going down there next week, and I said to Yogi, I was like, Yogi, HorsePLAY live from your crib. I'll be down there. He's like, oh, sweet, dude, cool. We'll make a plan. Well, then Mama heard about it.
Uh-oh.
Needless to say, Obi ain't doing shit. So I won't have to do it next week. And really, if we're still talking about it a week after I get back from Atlanta, I'm going to be pissed. We got better things to talk about than the same thing for the first 3 months of the year.
Nah, that's all right. We got this. Nothing important's coming out. Nothing's happening. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you're just going to edit all of that out anyway, Yogi.
I am.
Probably.
Nah,
Probably.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. All right.
We just chilling in the cut.
Best
I
sequel or
heard
remake, and I already know what WarChild's choice is. It actually might be my choice. Our nominees are Doom, Titanfall 2, Dead Rising 4, Halo 5, Watch Dogs 2, Dishonored 2, and Dark Souls 3.
Halo 5.
What?
Halo 5.
Obi picks Halo 5. All right. Right out the gate. What about you, Beard? What are you looking at?
Remade over and over again.
See, there's two. There's two that are well in the running for it because Final Fantasy 15 exists.
Oh, yeah. Got to put that in there. Yeah.
And then there's Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
You have to choose one or the other. Which one is you think is a significant step for the series?
Dark Souls 3, because it was the end. There's no more Dark Souls. That was probably that one, and that one is easily the best of the franchise.
True.
I know people are gonna shout heresy and throw acid at me, but
I agree, though.
Shame.
Well, from watching you play,
Shame.
the amount of polish in that version, I think is really good.
it's because they took the Bloodborne engine,
Yeah.
and they just
I got it.
Sorry, yeah, they took the Bloodborne engine and refined it perfectly, so you could play the game a little bit more like you're playing Bloodborne. A little bit faster pace.
Yeah. Yeah, you were freaking.
Which I liked.
You were using a two-handed great sword, and you were actually pretty agile, all things considered. I'm like, damn, it's a lot smoother.
I was using a boss weapon, which is it's a great sword in one hand and a knife in the other.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Freaking use a two-handed
was
weapon
dope.
with one hand. That was crazy.
And then I would switch to one hand and just throw fireballs at everybody.
Basically, you weren't using the sword was using you.
I gotta get that game.
Rick Wodehouse stayed
Sexually.
above. Yeah, wait till they put out the trilogy box set, and then get all of it.
Yeah,
No.
I can't wait. Sounds awesome.
Fucking remastered Dark Souls 1 on a PS4, please.
That's how I was
What
gonna
about
say.
Demon Souls?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Or
Can't do
Demon
Demon
Souls?
Souls. Sony owns that.
Straight up.
Yeah,
That sucks.
that would have been
Right,
cool
yeah.
though.
That's about like that Fallout Fallout Ball Out, boy. Nah, that Fallout box set where I think they took it off the shelves because of the ownership problems.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So what's your pick,
Crazy indeed.
Warchild?
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's formality. Just get it out. I
It's
saw the
Watch
chat.
Dogs.
No, I ain't watching no dogs. It's Doom.
You know what? I will
Fucking remastered. Fuck that shit.
I will go with you.
Go back
'cause
and pet a goat.
It's a remake and a sequel. Who knows? But it's great. And
Doom's remastered. There's not a remake.
no, it's not a remastered.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
brand new content in there.
No, there's not. It's just it's hidden, like, to show you that it might be new content, so you wouldn't ask any questions.
No.
It's actually a remake of Metroid.
Thank
oh
you.
wow.
Don't you ever say that again.
It's a remake of Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, and I would assume that Final Fantasy is probably a remake of Resident Evil 4 mixed with a little bit of, that text-based stuff.
It exactly is.
Or you're going to go down the cave.
100%.
Cut the light switch on.
You are
What
not
the
wrong.
shit? Oh my god. Alright. So Doom got 2 votes. We got Halo 5, got a Unicorn Poopy. And Dark Souls 3 got a Unicorn Poopy. Yay.
Do you choose to flush the toilet or let it sit?
That's right. Next one. Best Sandbox Game. Nominees are Astroneer, GTA 5, which apparently is still relevant, Ark Survival, Gary's Mod, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and Starbound. Am I missing any?
See, I wouldn't call Stardew a sandbox game.
Rust.
You think it-
Rust.
Some people consider it Sandbox or Rust. Okay, we'll put that in there. Well, like, does it feel more objective driven, or is it more just freedom to do whatever the hell you want?
Minecraft, motherfucker.
So that's
Was there another
Minecraft motherfucker?
Was there another Far Cry that came out or no?
Far Cry 4.
There was Primal
There's
this
another.
year? Was Primal? Well,
No,
Primal
no.
2016.
No, that was 15, I
think
think.
it
That was the end
was.
of
Yeah,
15.
You're right.
But those aren't sandbox games.
But it doesn't have to come out. Yeah, because there's objectives in Far Cry.
There's
It's a
objectives. There's
contained
objectives in
sandbox.
Stardew.
Watch me dip and watch me nay.
I mean, there could be objectives in a sandbox game,
And watch me
but if
nay.
it's more about the thanks, Ob. Thanks. If it's more about the freedom of choice,
It's less than
and just
15 seconds. We're
immersion,
good.
you know, that's what I think is more sandbox. Because a lot of games, let's be honest, the line is blurred on so many genres now. But some games are clearly more sandbox than others.
Yeah.
So what are you
true.
leaning towards, Beard?
It's got to be Ark
Ark?
of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obi, you sticking with
played
Minecraft?
Ark. No. I played Ark. And hell, I still have it. I don't know. It's one of those games where Rust is the same thing, just in a different time setting.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I think all the Minecraft, Rust, H1Z1. What's the other zombie game that came out first? Before
Seven Days to
H1Z1?
Die.
No. DayZ, which was a standalone sandbox game, which then they made actually add-ons for the Arma DayZ and then or DayZ for the Arma 2 and to Arma 3. Now Arma 3's actually got the DayZ, the zombie mode in it now. So it's one of those things where I don't know, they're all about the same anyway.
Yeah. Well, everybody started jumping into that arena because they thought it was the next hot thing. And
And it shut the fuck down, didn't it?
Yeah. Now the new hotness is the battle royales.
The new hotness is that's always been a hotness though. Is PvP.
Was it,
Massively multiplayer PvP. Why do you think WoW's been going strong for 12 years?
Yeah.
I mean, it's that PvP aspect. You get it on a PvP server, and you can go world PvP. Like you can be questioned, and somebody can come down and beat the living shit out of you, and there's nothing you can do about it except fight back.
Wasn't it DayZ that had those two guys get caught in like a European jail or something because they were taking pictures for the game, supposedly?
I don't know.
That's news to me.
Yeah, it was one of those zombie games. They basically went to like, I can't remember all the details, but I think it was something like they went to a base, they were taking pictures, they got arrested, and they could not get back. They were not from that country, too, so that makes it even worse.
Well, then they deserve it for being stupid.
Yeah.
Amen.
We were taking pictures for a game.
speaking of DayZ, we should definitely mention Arma 3 because people are still playing that game.
Dude, people are still playing Arma 1.
Oh, yeah. Like the whole Arma series, no one plays vanilla. They just play all the mods and the special servers. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun of the game. I mean, even with like games like Farm Sim. If I couldn't have a whole bunch of like multiple mods that would make it easier for me to farm, because I have a stick or I have a wheel and pedals and the whole thing for the, it's actually made for farming simulator, and if I don't want to use that, I got to use mouse and keyboard, or I do want to use mouse and keyboard. Like it just makes it easier with mods and stuff like that.
Obi wants to grow a mutant corn.
Ask again.
Said he want to grow a mutant corn. Need a mod for that.
No, like in Farm 15, I had a weed farm.
I'm not surprised. That's a giant mater. I'll grow that myself.
But
Got a
that's
mod
what I
off of
would do.
PlanetFarmville.com.
I made basically in Farm Simulator 2015. I was a drug dealer. Because like I sold all the weed to all the other farms.
Was your name Heisenberg?
No, it
pull
was
it off.
Obi.
Oh, okay.
Kid, shut up.
Obi White, the distant brother.
Now
Of Walter
say
White.
my name.
Don't say my name, bitch.
What are you leaning towards for a sandbox game? I know we're missing some,
My
but
dick.
modern.
I don't lean towards that. That ain't my job. That ain't my job. That's why you're married.
Mm-hmm.
Well, based on the fact that I downloaded it recently, probably just say Starbound.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well, I mean, you know, my other stuff can't handle the other stuff y'all are playing. It's like if I were to, I guarantee you, if I were to try and load up some of the stuff y'all are talking about right now on my laptop, you would not hear from me again.
You can hand them Gary's
Until I can
mod.
buy a new one. Huh?
Gary's mod will run on a
yeah.
toaster.
And,
So.
and I'll admit, Gary's mod does have some cool stuff going on with it, especially some of the stuff I've seen. Coolest thing I've seen is a maze with the xenomorphs from Alien Isolation. So
I like it.
that ain't
Gary's
right.
mod has prop hunt.
Yeah,
That's
prop
true.
hunt. Everybody plays prop hunt.
Prop hunt, Trouble at Terrorist Town,
Mm-hmm.
Murder. Those games are great if you can fill a server. If you're playing just with the people that are there playing, you're gonna have a bad time.
Mm.
Because a lot of time with Gary's mod in the server browser, if you're not careful, you just find like a few friends that's just playing together and trolling around, and then it's like 3 guys in a server. Yay, that's not very fun. I'm surprised. Some of the other games haven't been mentioned. What are you thinking, Beard? Because you say Stardew Valley, you don't consider it a sandbox. So what's your pick?
I already said Ark.
So you're sticking with Ark?
Ark was good until the Scorched Earth DLC thing, but
And Obi, what did you land on? Yeah.
I don't fucking remember.
Okay. We'll stick with Ark.
who can rewind to this?
Farm Sim.
Yeah,
I think
that counts as
Ark
sand.
or Rust or something.
That kind of counts as sandbox because it's not very structured.
Planting stuff in the sand.
Yeah.
In a
Dude,
farm.
dude, yeah. Go look it up. There's fucking
It's always
giant,
farm sim.
massive communities
Yeah.
for Farm Sim.
Farm Doom.
Well, I'm not saying it's not a community, but it's pretty much freedom to do whatever you want. Like they guide you a little bit, but you know it's pretty much they let you just do whatever you want. You can race tractors if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. There's you can build racetracks and all that other stuff. Because you get the Giants editor, so you can edit maps and make it exactly like you want it, which is the good part about it.
I like it.
Farm Doom.
I like big.
Well, I'm gonna pick Astroneer because even though it's still in that game preview program on Xbox and early access on Steam, I see a lot of potential there, and I see a lot of similarities to Minecraft, but I guess because it's in space and it's a little more structured than Minecraft is, and there's more direction, more of objectives to work towards. I've enjoyed what I've played of it so far, and it's 4-player co-op too, so that's cool. So Astroneer will be my pick. Best survival game. All right. There we go.
No Man's Sky. He had to survive playing it.
Yeah, I guess it does count, yeah. Nominees include Dead by Daylight, Ark, Astroneer, 7 Days to Die, Rust, and The Division. We're missing anything?
Offhand, no.
Category?
What's that, Obi?
What's the category?
Best survival game.
H1Z1?
Okay.
DayZ? You said if we're missing any. I don't know. Nope.
We'll throw them in there, yeah.
Don't Starve Together.
Oh, shit! That's what I'm missing, yeah! Don't Start Together.
Gay?
There you go. Survival is an interesting one because I think we have to put our foot down and say there has to be some kind of resource gathering aspect. That seems to be central to most survival games. Otherwise, in this category, we could throw in a lot of roguelikes and roguelites. Because, like, well, you gotta survive, and then that's a very thin line. And then it's like, well, you gotta survive in Rainbow Six Siege, and we don't want to go down that slippery slope. I think all of
So now you'll be a stickler about rules and genres?
Hey, we've set some lines.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
I know. But Don't Starve Together is a perfect example of survival genre. Damn, I can't believe I didn't even put that one to begin with. We were talking about it not too long ago. And what a great model. The fact that they often put the 4-pack on sale. You could buy the 4-pack a lot of times for the price of 2 copies of the game. It's a no-brainer. I've seen it where the 4-pack costs the same as the single person. Like, why wouldn't you buy the 4-pack and then share it with a friend? A few friends.
I did that.
It sounds like you're talking about beer.
No, Beard is very generous. He's a good guy.
No, I said beer. Like, why won't you buy the 4-pack and share it with your friends?
Oh, beer.
Yeah. That's got to be like a craft special or something. You know, you got a 4-pack. Just saying.
Yeah, if it's a craft beer, you don't have to share. But if it's like shit beer, you know, you get like a 30-pack of it, then you gotta share. You know what I mean?
Got to.
So what do you guys think?
If I tell my friends BYOB, then you're not getting none of my 30-pack of fucking beer.
Damn, son. Guess we won't be doing a barbecue at Obi's.
Bring your own beer. Problem solved.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Alright, so I'm just going to go out and say that I like the Divisions, the survival mode there. I really, really enjoy it. So that's going to be my go-to because I put so much time into it and I still enjoy it. But Don't Starve Together and Astroneer are really close behind. I just don't get to play Don't Starve Together as much as I'd like to these days.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big
Don't
thing.
Starve Together is fantastic. When
Yeah.
you can actually sit down with a bunch of people and...
It's a good game to play, you know, as a community thing. Get friends together, drink, and just laugh at how stupid everybody is.
Because inevitably someone's going to accidentally
Somebody's gonna what?
accidentally kill everyone.
Oh yeah.
Dead by Dawn was the one that had the horror movie characters in it, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
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 The generic horror movie, yeah.
Yeah. So
Even though I've played a Division, I think I like that a little bit better. It's just funny to watch, you know. You see so many people's reactions and whatnot.
Okay, so Dead by Daylight. What do you think?
Dead by Daylight, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm thinking what's that movie? Evil Dead. Dead by Dawn.
See, 7 Days to Die is incredibly entertaining to watch, especially when shit goes terribly wrong.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite games to watch on Twitch.
Yeah, like it's fun to watch, but people that play it, so far the consensus is that it's a bad game. It's a shame. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to give it to Don't Starve Together because I've had so much fun with it.
Good call. Obi?
But again, as with all those games, it's just who you play with.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it again?
Best survival game.
I already said mine, dude.
Well, was it H1Z1 or DayZ?
Farm Sim.
Farms.
Might as well be
Attack
Rust.
of the Killer Tomatoes.
Rust?
Farm
Sure.
Doom.
Alright, there you go. Alright,
It's not like it matters.
this next category.
Jesus.
This next category is similar to what something we already discussed. Is best recycled crap, a.k.a. remastered game. So this is a game that not necessarily built from the ground up. It's just a HD version or slightly fixed up for modern audiences. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition is there. Skyrim Special Edition. Borderlands Handsome Collection. And Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Prologue, I believe is what they're calling it. Alpha EX Edition Plus DX.
2.
Tough call.
I can give that one to Handsome Collection pretty easily.
I could either give it to one of the three: Sleeping Dogs, Skyrim, or the Handsome Collection. I liked all three of them.
Yep, that one's fine. Good.
Next.
What? I'm going to give it to the Sleeping Dogs because I kind of skipped the game when it first came out because it just released in a shitty time. And going back to that game, the definitive version, I actually appreciate it a lot more, and I would like to finish it, actually. It's a good game.
It's not as good as Borderlands 2.
Yeah, but see, the problem I have with the Handsome Collection is that they don't change enough to warrant spending so much more when you could buy each of those games used for like $2 or something ridiculous. If you really look
But can Borderlands 3 or can Borderlands 2 play on your PS4? No. Handsome Collection will let you do it.
Actually, Borderlands 1, yeah, you can't play Borderlands 1 on the PS4. It's only 2 and 3.
Borderlands.
Or 2 and
Borderlands 1 is not good.
I liked it.
I liked it too. It didn't age well.
True.
I would agree on
mean,
that. Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's not any less. That don't make it any less hot. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes, it does.
No, what I'm saying. You don't know what I'm saying. Don't nobody know what I'm saying. It's all good.
I kind of like how the siren plays in Borderlands 1 more than 2. That's one thing. I don't know. But other than that, 2 is definitely... It holds up better. Alright. Next category. Best free-to-play game. We have Smite, Lies of Astaroth, Warframe, Hearthstone, Magic Origins, Soulforge, Neverwinter, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and you know what? World of Tanks. Gotta definitely mention that, guys. One of the top played free-to-play games right now.
I'll answer first.
All right, Obi.
I'm gonna go with all of them. Thanks.
Good talk. Good talk.
World of Warships. World of Warships.
Yeah?
We're talking about most played. Like World of Warships wasn't played hardly at all.
Hearthstone.
All right. So we got World of Warships and Hearthstone. Now, normally I would be...
Probably.
What's that?
Probably World of War Tanks was because it's still. I mean, it's an esport in Europe. So,
All
I
right,
mean,
so you pick
still.
World of Tanks? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Now, this is a tough one for me because I love Warframe. Magic Origins I keep wanting to go back to. Soulforge, I mean, that used to be the game I used to stream like crazy, but it fell off a little bit for me just because the gaming play is full. I played Lies of Astaroth daily ever since they put it on Xbox One. And Smite as well. Warframe is still fantastic. Neverwinter is amazing for being a free MMO. But I gotta show some love to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because this game just hit. It just hit. Yes, I do. It just hit over 2 million users. And what I like about it is it's a free-to-play game where they actually aren't forcing a paywall down your throat. Like, they give you so many rewards. You're not really limited by recharging your energy, you know, like there's no real stupid limitations put on your gameplay, so you can play that non-stop. Dual players, they actually took a lesson from what they did with Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, Duel Revolution. They learned their lesson because that in the old Yu-Gi-Oh! .net game, you used to have to pay to play against other players per match. Now it's virtual currency, and you could earn it back again. But it's the dumbest thing. Like, they had this thing, the currency called DP, duel points, and if you didn't have enough, you couldn't duel people. So you just had to wait till you recharge. Dumbest thing ever. you don't put that kind of limit on people because you want your game to be sticky. But Duel Links, man, it's like every time I log in, they have a thank you reward or a login reward or hey, we just hit a new milestone. This many users are now playing the game. Here you go. And if you like card games, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, definitely you gotta definitely play this. But if you're a TCG/CCG fan, check it out. I mean, it's very well done. I'm really impressed by it, and I'm actually happy Konami could do something other than pachinko machines. So, I guess my pick. Yeah, no one is like resounding with that. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, somebody's got to like it.
It's more impressive hearing a grown man talk about how great Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Dude, you know, it's funny you say that because, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When you watch the cartoons, they're
Just believe
pretty.
in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, the cartoons are cheesy. They're a guilty pleasure.
Oh, magician!
But when you play the game,
Magical hats!
oh, I love Magical Hat. Such a useful trap card.
Oh my God! Let him talk so we.
No, but no. Seriously, there's a lot of depth in Yu-Gi-Oh. I would say at least as much as in Magic, if not more. But if people look at it like, oh, it's a kid's game. Come on, you're gonna save your grandpa. Look, I just got another gift. 500 gems. That's the premium currency. They just there's constant rewards. This is a great game, guys. Oh, they released a new freaking booster pack box. Oh man, I'm gonna check that out later. See if I get some good packs. You know, that's another thing. I know what they're doing. I don't know. Do you guys get this thing where you have this addiction to like opening things and like collecting stuff? Like this is what happened with me with these games. You got these packs and they do the little sound of you opening up the little foil pack, and then you pull out the cards, and then they show the cards you got, and that shit's addicting as hell in itself.
You know, the sad thing is all it really is just a bunch of graphics that, you know, show you more pixels, but it is addicting because that's why I had to stop playing Halo for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Because Halo's got the, what are they called? The
rec packs.
What are they called?
Requisition packs.
That's it. You sent me a rec pack, didn't you?
Yeah, yesterday. I thought you had it.
No.
Now it's just kind of sitting there like, okay.
Now I really
You know when I got Halo 5? Sure, yes, I'm gonna have.
I want it. That's why I put it on the tempting games, because it's a game I keep wanting to get, but the money just doesn't line up, and the timing's just been poop. But I'm just gonna check something here real quick with the Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it said it.
Look, you can play games after. We're doing this.
I know.
We get it. You're a grown-ass man who loves a child's card game.
It's not a child's game, you bastard.
Or if you're skilled, you can play games and have a conversation like I can.
Well, I was trying to
I'm
read
playing it for the Gungeon right now.
one of the notifications on there.
I
Check
need to play
something.
that game.
But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, definitely check it out. And if you play it, add me Yogizilla. All right, next category: best early access / beta / alpha game. So we're giving ourselves a lot of wiggle room here. Smite.
Jesus, that's a lot of options.
That is a lot of options. Halo Wars 2. For
How does
Honor.
Smite even qualify?
Because it was this past year. It was in the beta on Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and again, we're gonna focus on, if there is a full release now, we're gonna focus on what it was during the early version of it, the early iteration. Smite Tactics, that's a thing. Astroneer, Elder Scrolls Legends. I know we're missing some stuff. Any other games you wanted to put out?
Ark is still technically early access.
Yeah, yep. What else? Oh, Gigantic. That's in early access / beta.
I hear you people talk about that game, but I've never seen anything for it.
I've got it right here, but I don't know why I don't play. It's like
It's Overwatch with bigger battlefields and more stylized. Like it's a water cooler, cell shaded kind of watercolor rather, cell shaded kind of style. It's really cartoony, and it's probably the only MOBA / hero shooter that isn't freaking trying to pull sex appeal. Like it's all animal
Furries
kind of character.
and-
Yeah, it's all furries,
Yeah.
but like they're not sexy at all. Like they're just cute or they look really badass. But that's it. Like there's no kind of cleavage, nothing cute, nothing sexy about it. So no one's gonna complain like, "Oh, your boobs are too big. That's offensive." So anyway,
Did you just get nervous after talking about boobs?
no,
Hmm.
no.
Yeah, he did.
You gotta start. Okay, so it wasn't just me.
Yeah, he did. It's okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I got excited. I got a little flustered. You know.
Hey, saying about series. Somebody talk about series. Shut up, boy, child. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
See, here we go. This gives me a chance to talk about Ark. I'm going to just disregard what you've said.
All right.
And what's wrong with the alpha setup the way they have it. Because Ark went and released DLC for a game that was still in early access.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm really not a fan of it. I really think that if you're going to release DLC, wouldn't it be more beneficial to release your game, make money on the full price of it, and then focus on DLC, rather than try to soak more money out of your already dwindling user base?
Yeah.
I think MapleStory did that for the longest. It's like they had the beta, then by the time the game was released, they already had people that had paid for some of the stuff in the store, which is kind of ridiculous.
MapleStory is still going today, man.
Yeah, it's almost like, you just open up a KFC and the ovens don't work right, but yet you're over here like, I can't say any chicken, but we got these biscuits.
Oh man, biscuits.
I'd still be okay with that.
I love a good biscuit. Yeah, you didn't turn me off at all. Like biscuits.
Did you hear me say the ovens don't work right? They're gonna be like, yeah, we say that biscuit, no problem, no problem. And it's like
Listen, you can easily cook a biscuit on like a toaster oven or on a hot plate.
but it's still
You can get
doughy.
creative.
It's still doughy.
Even better.
I still think
Just
so.
give me the raw dough.
No.
Yeah, dude,
Give me the
I'm
raw
with
dough.
you.
I'll just eat it.
I'm with you, Beard. Like I'll fucking eat it. It'll make me sick as fuck, but I'll be like, It'll be like
Sick
Cookie
man.
Monster, little pieces falling off out of my mouth, the corners of my mouth, down my beard, and just like sitting my fur.
It would be more like the Family Guy version of Cookie Monster, where he's a crack addict.
That was the funny one.
But speaking of
That's
which,
more what it would be like.
quick aside, is anybody watching the new Muppet show? Well, not Sony now, but the Muppets.
No.
I kind of enjoy it. It's like a reality show with the Muppets. It's pretty cool. I
Wow.
love Muppets.
Wait, was that the one where Miss Piggy divorced Kermit or something?
Yep, they broke up, and Kermit's got a new piggy in his life, and she's being.
I remember the commercial.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like, I enjoy it. It's the more
course you
mature
do.
side of the Muppets.
I don't know. Still, despite all of my complaints of Ark, the game has potential to be great, right?
Yeah,
I like it.
Are you asking or telling?
Both. I'm just unsure of myself.
my question is,
The early access one I really got on.
with Ark, is the scope of what's available in the content, including the DLC in itself, is it enough to justify it being separate? or do you feel like it could have been part of the original product, like a more organic thing?
The DLC definitely could have been just part of the game.
Okay. So it's not like maybe an evolve type of situation, maybe.
Yeah, it was like a logical next step, adding in dragons in a desert world.
Okay. What are you thinking, Obi, Warchild?
I'm trying not to. It hurts too much. Sorry.
I forgot the choices.
Smite, Halo Wars 2, or anything else you think of? For Honor, Astroneer, Smite Tactics, Elder Scrolls Legends, rather, Arc, and Gigantic.
Elder Scrolls Legends look good.
Did you play it, though?
Didn't get a chance to play it, no. Just based it on what it looked like, because, you know, like most people, I have a budget on games, too.
Well, that one's free. But if you're
Even free is expensive some days.
So that's the
you
one
got to
you're
pay
gonna
for
pick?
it in time.
I'm surprised you didn't pick For Honor.
It's not really early access. It's a beta, you know.
Well, early access / beta / alpha.
I wouldn't count it, because...
You don't think there's enough?
It's the marketing aspect of it right now. They're marketing it.
Okay.
You know, it's
That's
like,
fair.
yeah, this game's coming out soon. Get ready to play it. Try it and see. Basically what's going on right now. And I'm already sold, so as far as I'm concerned, the game's already out. I'm just waiting to pick it up.
For me, it's between Astroneer and Gigantic. Because Smite, while it was in beta, and there was some features missing on console, they at least had the benefit of, you know, the success they had on PC and bring that over. So I gotta give it to Gigantic because that game almost died. People like it went from everybody talking about it to no one talking about it. It felt like. Then they found some funding, bounced back, and I'm enjoying the game again. So that comeback story alone makes it worth putting in here, giving it a Unicorn Poopy. That's my pick. All right, best budget game. These are games that are priced to go, not full price. You know, like $59.99. No, like I'm talking about $20, $30, $40 maybe tops. And we have Recore, The Witness, Firewatch, Axiom Verge, Rocket League, Mighty Number 9, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Yes, I put it there to troll. Because I'm probably the only person that played that. Enter the Gungeon and Hyper Light Drifter.
Gungeon.
All right.
It will always be... I don't know, because I have... Hyperlight is really fucking good.
I have yet to play it, but from what I saw, it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's worth every penny. All $20. Echo. Axiom Verge as well.
Yeah. Axiom Verge almost,
yeah.
I think, automatically wins. But I'm not going to pick it this time around just because it's almost old hat at this point. But I'm still impressed that it was a one-man army that put this game out. Mind you, it's not some random no-name person. This guy has worked at big studios. People forget to mention that part. He's a big developer. And it's not like he's just some little kid.
You know
that
who
came
else
out
has
of
worked
nowhere.
at big studios?
Who?
Tim Schafer. You know how good his solo games are? They're ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big
that's true.
studio isn't an excuse.
That's true.
Jiggly
That
Booty?
doesn't-
Are you talking about like Jiggly Booty, or like just like the taste is like not good? It's like
I'm talking pure garbage. Tim Schafer can't put anything out on budget or on time.
ugh.
Obi, we haven't heard much from you. What are you thinking about for best budget game?
That's the plan. What?
He's in stealth mode.
What's a
Stealth
game
farming.
that you played in 2016 that was on the cheap that you really enjoyed? Yeah.
That I got for cheap, or that was just cheap for everybody?
Either way. Whichever way you want to do it. This is your pick.
Probably, I don't know, NBA 2K16. I don't know.
Okay. You got that on the cheap?
I got it for like $15. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, that's not bad.
There you go.
It's a $60 game. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Come on.
And like I said, for my pick, normally if Axiom Verge is in the list, it's an automatic pick. Because, I mean, Metroid-inspired video game, 2D side-scroller, yes please. The music in that game is amazing. The weapons in that game, I mean, that game right out the gate just sucks you in with all of the variety and freedom you have in it. And it is not hold your hand. It is a true Metroidvania experience. And the amount of polish
It's made for the nostalgia as well. You'll be playing it and just being like, this is Metroid.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's fun, though. It's truly fun.
Yeah.
You know, the nostalgia definitely amplifies that effect, but it's just a great game. But I want to give it to Record because, I gotta be a hipster. Everybody's like, oh, that game isn't that great. Oh, it's disappointing. I've quite enjoyed it, and I picked it up, quite after it released. $15, no brainer, and worth every penny. I actually kind of feel dirty that I didn't pay full price for it because it's actually worth it. But at $15, it's a no brainer. It's a really good game that's not getting nearly enough credit. And you have a freaking robot pet that follows you around and you can upgrade and make him look and act the way you want to. It's pretty badass in itself. So that's my pick. Best virtual economy. So this is a game that's got some kind of in-game store, and that's where it probably makes a brunt of its money. Our nominees include Rainbow Six Siege, Smite, GTA 5/GTA Online, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and Heroes of the Storm. Are we missing any big ones here?
No, that
You
seems
said
like
it has a good store, or it makes most of the money off the store?
When we say best, I think it's a
Are we saying
store.
best as in, like, value?
Yeah, the best value. We like the way it's balanced. Like a pay-to-win experience, terrible. But if it's something where it's so good that you want to throw money at it, even though you don't need to, like there's no really forced paywall, let's say. The Marvel Puzzle Quest, that's another good one. Gems of War, I'll put that in there too. We have a lot of people that still play that, including myself. I play on Xbox and mobile. What are you guys thinking? Like I
try to avoid.
You try to avoid them.
Yeah, I don't. If I'm paying full price for a game, I don't want there to be microtransactions buried in there.
Well, some of these are free games, but here's the other thing. Virtual economy also encompasses not just the premium purchases, but also the fact that you can earn currency by just playing the game and doing certain things. That's part of that economy.
See, I see Hearthstone does it pretty well.
Yeah, I don't have a problem paying money towards Hearthstone because your money's well spent. Versus something like Destiny where what do they call it? The season of the pay or something? Or it was basically they had a store that they used, and you had to pay a bunch of crap just to get some really good items, and it just wasn't worth it in the end.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh, God.
Hearthstone will probably be my pick.
And Destiny has like a cajillion different types of currencies, and I think that's bad. Like, that's just a bad experience for new players. Like, well, I gotta convert these strange coins into floppy dildos so I could trade it with the guy that has the used panties, and then I could get the anime tokens and the frilly dresses.
Different layers of obfuscation. You gotta trick your brain into thinking you're not spending as much money as you are.
That's true.
Good luck with that.
That's why at most casinos you can't just put cash on the table.
Yeah.
Cash doesn't play at a lot of places.
Mm-hmm. Because the further detached you are to the actual cash value of something, the more likely you are to spend more. It's a very fascinating kind of paradigm there.
Either give us the chips or you can dip. That's what it is.
See, I have a tough time in this one, in this category, and I find this particular aspect of games fascinating. And I agree, like in a full price game, microtransactions, burning the candle on both ends, kind of dirty. If it's a budget title or free to play, I'm fine with it. Because I look at it as subsidizing the maintenance and support of the game. That's cool, because the money has to come from somewhere, right? I think Smite does it really well, because they constantly have sales, and they have the Ultimate God Pack, where, you know, if that goes on sale at $15 for all the gods that are available now and in the future forever. And right now they're at like 84, 85 gods. That's crazy. 85 playable characters. I think it's 84, but either way, that's crazy. For $15, rather than, as opposed to buying them individually. GTA 5 I haven't played in a while. Here's the Storm. Does it well.
I was going to say GTA 5 is actually worth it, because it's been a long time since that game's come out, and they still are serving their community and providing for them a whole lot more than some of the other games.
Yeah, it's become its own platform. And I think in that aspect, you know, I put GTA 5 and Rainbow Six Siege on the same level, because it's evolved into its own thing where they keep offering more and more content that you can earn in-game, or just, if you don't want to put in the work, you can just pony up some money, and I think that's a good way to do it. Overwatch, I still feel like they don't have enough variety in there. It still lacks a sense of progression, you know. Like, it doesn't feel like you're really earning anything, you're not unlocking stuff constantly or often enough for it to feel satisfying, I feel like. So, like, in Overwatch, if you're not really into the game, then the rewards are kind of lacking. That's part of the virtual economy. Because the whole thing about virtual economy, the good virtual economy is sticky. It keeps you going in the endless loop, going through the cycle, so you keep earning more and unlocking things, buying stuff, and earning and buying and earning and buying. And that loop doesn't really exist as much in Overwatch. Clearly the game's not struggling, but... Yeah, yet, right?
You know Hearthstone will do it. Or not Hearthstone, Blizzard's mastered it with their other games, so they'll funnel that in there.
See, even Hearthstone, I love Hearthstone, but I feel like I don't find it as satisfying to buy card packs anymore. It was at first, and now it's kind of like, yeah.
You just need a new expansion.
Even
then,
because
the classic packs are dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. Like, it's like I feel less motivated because like this shit, you know, will be nerfed soon after.
It's like, oh, you got Doc Boom, that's cool.
Yep,
not anymore.
Yep. No, thank God though, because that meta was getting really annoying. Everybody was running Doc Boom. Fuck that dude. That was the Hail Mary right there.
Did it right. That card was just dirty. But yeah.
Now I'm gonna say
anyway.
Marvel Puzzle Quest. I still enjoy that game, but that's another example of a bad economy. Because in that game, in order for you to level up a hero, you have to get comic book covers. And it's really janky because you might get the comic book cover for the hero that you want, but it won't be in the color that you want it to be in, so it won't level up the power you want to be leveled up. So you gotta just keep grinding and grinding and grinding, and that thing's a money.
I hated
machine.
that. And I didn't like the gameplay itself, the actual like the I don't know how you fuck up Bejeweled, but they fucked up Bejeweled.
Do you normally like match 3 games or no?
Yeah, Honey Pop's great.
Yeah, but Honey Pop's great for other reasons. Have you played Gems of War at all?
No, I didn't play Gems of War. I played if I'm gonna play a match 3 game, I'm going to play Bejeweled.
No, but see, you should try out Gems of War. You can join our clan.
No, I don't need multiplayer Bejeweled.
Oh, come on, it's fun, dude. Because you earn every time
more.
your clanmates earn, your guildmates earn rewards, you earn rewards. It's really cool.
Ooh, I could give less of a fuck.
You suck. It's really,
I know.
It's a really cool game, man.
It's a match 3 game.
You know,
I get the same enjoyment out of Bejeweled.
okay, I gotcha. You just want
Or Two Dots. God, Two Dots is another game I've sunk way too much time into.
You're a purist. You just want the pure, unadulterated experience. That's really what it is.
Yeah, don't add extra shit on top of it. If it can be simple, leave it simple.
See,
I
I
don't
like
need
the
fucking
layers.
I don't need Skyrim while I'm playing Bejeweled. If I want to play Skyrim, I'll play Skyrim.
Or in the case of Kojima, Metal Gear Solid while I'm playing Pachinko. Not Konami, I mean. Which is still... I can't understand how they came to that conclusion, that they wanted to do that.
You know why? Do you want to know why?
Because, number one, they were spitting in Kojima's face, and number two, they didn't care anymore.
Well, they
wanted
hate
the money.
Kojima, 1. 2, gambling is being legalized in Japan. So a lot of them are hedging their bets on making these gambling machines, which they already make. If you go to Vegas or you go to any casino, you'll see fucking Capcom and Konami's name all over the place.
Oh, yeah, they've been making those for a good long minute now. But
Forever, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's with the fact that the console market is dying in Japan and the rise of casinos. That's where they're gonna put their money to.
Yeah.
It makes sense. They're assholes for not giving us another good Castlevania game.
Oh,
God, yeah.
man.
Those last couple of ones weren't that great.
No,
You do not need
Lord
to
of
turn
Shadows,
Castlevania into God of War.
Lord of Shadows is great. Those games were great. They just weren't Castlevania games. Let's be honest, because if it released under a different name, I think people would have liked those games a lot more.
No, I would have still given them the same rating.
Yeah, okay.
They're like 6 or 7 out of 10. They're not god awful, but fighting the camera more than you're fighting the enemies is always a problem.
Nothing will kill a game worse
yeah.
than bad camera angles.
Yeah,
It just discourages you from wanting to play.
Nothing was worse than the Vampire Hunter D game.
Aww.
God, those cameras.
On the other end, the Berserk game was amazing.
I've been wanting to play that.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I remember when they came out, the very first Berserk game for Dreamcast.
That's the one I'm talking about, yep.
I thought you were talking about the new one.
No, I haven't played the new one. But the original one that came out on Dreamcast, fantastic. One of the few games I played over and over again because I just enjoyed it that much. So and I forgot to mention Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Stop talking about that.
Nope, I'm gonna throw it in there 'Cause they really reward you a lot. I like that. Keeps you hooked. I'm gonna say Rainbow Six Siege because they have a lot of variety in what you could buy in there, and you know it's reasonable what you need to do to earn it versus just spending money. And most of the stuff is cosmetic, so you don't feel like you're missing out if you're not spending money, but you kind of want to because you want to support the game, and I think that's the right way to do it. So, but Duel Links definitely gets honorable mention. Tons of rewards, yo. So we had 2 for Hearthstone. What's that? Weird.
Stop talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh's awesome.
Next.
You shut your mouth. Alright, so we had 2 for Hearthstone and 1 for Siege. Obi, did you make a pick for best virtual encounter?
He's not.
I'm changing mine to GTA.
Okay, GTA.
Yeah.
We'll just say Obi picked Hearthstone. Lol.
Farm Sim.
Yeah.
Yogi picked Farm Sim.
I'm not
Oh.
Yogi.
Obi. Everyone's doing that tonight. Fuck.
Yeah, what?
Yobi. It's Yobi.
We're interchangeable. We're actually one person. We're one being.
They did the fusion dance. It became Yobi.
That fusion dance. That's the silliest thing in Dragon Ball Z. Like tippy toe and then touch your fingers together. Yay! Like what?
Yeah, the earrings made more sense.
I didn't like the earrings too much because it's like we're just gonna put the earrings on and come together in this weird chest bump, and our bellies are gonna touch, and it's gonna turn us into something awesome.
So you're telling me the stupid ass dance was better for you?
It's a lot better than this over-exaggerated dick charge, which is pretty much what it was.
But magic earrings?
Well, that's what the magic earrings were, the things that caused the over-exaggerated dick charge. It just is
But it
weird.
makes more sense than the fucking fusion dance with the arms and the Goten and the trunks and the hair and the 100 kamikaze ghost attack.
Did you guys see
They fought Hitler at one point.
in Dragon Ball Z GTX, Krillin is the strongest out of all of them, and Trunks is second?
Wow.
Said no one ever.
Why?
I'm kidding. That's so
What
not.
the
Because without Krillin, Goku never would have went Super Saiyan. He's strongest because he can die the quickest and make Goku go Super Saiyan.
Poor Krillin.
It makes sense now.
Yeah. I like that show. I got the kids hooked on Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Onyx.
We've had some marathon sessions, man, I tell you. What'd you say, Obi? Obi just chimes in.
Nothing at all, buddy.
Okay. Now let's listen to the recording later.
My friend has the VHS box set.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of
It is.
videotapes.
20 feet of tapes.
Holy
Sheesh.
shit. That's cool.
Coolest
though.
box set I have is the Outlaw Star one.
Oh, nice. How many videos is that?
God, I can go run and get it real quick, but I know it's got a couple in there. Plus, it's got the episode that wasn't aired on Toonami, so that's pretty cool too.
How many videotapes would you say it is at least? Ballpark.
Well, not tape. I'm sorry, it was on a disc. Yeah, I know that the box sets are just ridiculously
said-
crazy, but
We're talking about
My bad.
VHS and you talking about discs over here, yo. Why you gotta one up us, yo?
because we talking about anime collections. I mean, since we talk about anime collections, I figured my anime collection. Excuse me.
True, true. I've rebought Berserk in so many iterations. And mostly because I was foolishly hoping one of them would actually finish the series magically. And no. It always ended abruptly. But now it's back, so that's good. Alright. Best Time Killer. Stardew Valley. Minecraft. Astroneer. Lives of Astaroth. Fantastica. I don't know if I mentioned this game yet. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
I got my pick.
Farming Simulator?
Sam,
Damn right, baby.
Okay.
put me down for Clicker Heroes.
Oh, damn. Bring out the idle game. Clicker Heroes. Alright. Beard,
When
what
you're
about
at
you?
work, you gotta do something.
Time killer. Yeah? That's kind of what I thought you were leaning towards. That's what I say about that. I'm gonna go with I was trolling with Duel Links. I'm tempted to say that, but just to keep diversity of choices, I'm gonna go with Lies of Astaroth because you could run dungeons in that game. There's crafting. There's a thing where you can meditate, a temple. You could play in casual battles with other players, or you could do the ranked ladder. There's all kind of stuff you could do in that game, and it's fun. You could there's a rune system. You could upgrade your runes. You could upgrade your heroes, and it's always something to keep you busy in that game. It's dope. I like it. Beard, are you back yet? I'm gonna assume his pick is Beard, not Beard. Stardew Valley. All right, yeah, time for a few more. The critical darling that everyone missed. Like he said he asked Stardew. I guess maybe he's got the baby crying or something. All right, so this is a game that reviewed well, and this is kind of like our underrated category, but I kind of wanted to give it a little extra love here, a little different way to frame it. But it's a game that reviewed well, but a lot of people just didn't try for whatever reason. We got Recore, Doom, Titanfall 2, Dishonored 2, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, Quantum Break, and XCOM 2.
Heck, I'd go with XCOM 2.
One of the twos.
One of the twos. We'll put you down for XCOM 2 then, Obi. Actually, that's not an Obi game. I'll put him down for Titanfall 2. There you go. Yeah, it is similar to the category we did underrated, so we'll go through it quick. I'm gonna go with Recore. More and more I'm hearing people talk about Doom. It's finally catching up, and people are giving it the love it deserves, which I'm really happy about. But Recore is still like, people just don't seem drawn to it. And Beard, what's your pick? Quickly, we have momentum. Alright, we'll backpedal to that. Best mobile game. Now we have a few mobile game categories. This is a newish release. Again, we got Lies of Astaroth, Super Mario Go. I'm sorry, Super Mario Run, that's what it's called. Pokemon Go, Miitomo. He said whatever, I didn't play any of those. Okay. Gems of War, King of Thieves, Sonic Dash 2, Jetpack Fighter, and surprise, surprise, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Which released October last year, I think. Beard in Hat says Pokemon Go. No surprise there.
I'd probably have to go with Pokemon 2. That's one of the few that I played.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'll be a
I
hipster.
didn't even know what half those games were.
Despite the fact I like Clicker Heroes.
I'm going to be a hipster and pick Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links because it's awesome. Best mobile game that's a companion app. This is, it's more companion than it is, actually, I'd probably just say this is this companion app, period. But it could have a game component.
Actually, when did Fallout Shelter come out?
Well, it doesn't matter when it came out. If you played it last year, 2016, it counts.
I'll go with that.
I'm still playing that bitch.
For Fallout Shelter, best mobile game, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter is a great game. I haven't played it in a little while. Now they have it for PC too, and it links.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, you can put it on Steam and play it. And then it'll import. So that's pretty cool. So best companion app. We have Battlefront Companion, Smite, Club Ubisoft, Xbox Smart Glass, and I know I'm missing some, but those are just the ones that we got
Destiny
so far.
Companion.
The what?
Destiny Companion.
Oh yeah, Destiny Companion app. Yep, that's a good one too.
That was good for item management.
Yeah.
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 Well, the
See, that-
Division,
the best part
they,
is
they
you
were
have to go to
supposed
the
to have a
tower.
good one, but
Yeah, it never came out. Yeah.
Jesus.
Scrapped it. But Destiny Companion app, the best part about that app, you didn't have to go to the fucking tower to get stuff out of your vault. Oh god.
Discord.
Discord as a companion app? Yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Why not?
So, what's your pick, Beard? It seems like you have pretty...
Discord.
Okay.
That's the easiest one. That pretty much encompasses all games.
Yeah.
Need a better voice chat? There you go.
Yeah.
Need to group up with some people? There you go.
That makes it kind of OP in that regard.
If
Obi?
it's OP, tell the other ones to catch up.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
God.
This is going to be Obi for the next few weeks. Like, yeah, that's good, yeah.
Sounds good, guys. Sounds good. Make it happen.
Dude, I'm just so...
Wasted.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I know Obi's definitely been out of it lately because he hasn't even popped onto Xbox Live. I checked it said last seen 128 days ago. I'm like, damn.
Whatever.
He's a busy boy.
Got a lot going on.
So WarChild, what's your pick? Destiny?
Crap. What was the question again? I'm failing the test.
This is best companion app.
Yeah, Destiny. It's Destiny up.
For me, it's Xbox Smart Glass because I've been using the shit out of that to message people and check clips, manage my shares and the showcase, and now you got the clubs and LFG and all that stuff. It's really handy for when you're not actually on your console. But I gotta say, even though Battlefront's over a year old now, I really love the companion app just because the game that you could play on there it reminds me a lot of Castle Panic. If you're a tabletop gamer, you'll know exactly what that is. It's really cool, and give it a try. The Star Wars Battlefront app. That's my runner up. All right, best mobile game overall. And this is regardless of whether it's new or not. Yeah, I'm putting it there, Taylor. Fuck you. I forgot to write it in before. Alright. Downwell, Fantastica, Gems of War, King of Thieves, Sonic Dash 2, Shadow Era, Hearthstone, Jetpack Fighter, Marvel Puzzle Quest, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Now, but real quick, have any of you played Downwell?
No.
That's a fantastic game. Give it a try. I think you guys will like it a lot. The whole thing about it is you're going down a well, and there's different areas in each well.
You don't say.
Yeah. But you have to avoid getting hit by the enemies. You pick up power-ups, and there's weird things like there's a gun boot where when you jump, you shoot out of your foot, and just keep going all the way down. It's kind of like Spelunker, but more free-falling and action-oriented, and it's like really fast, and it's hard to describe. You have to try it. It's fantastic. That game is crazy. Similar
Critic
game
of the
is...
White Knights.
The what?
That's what I'm going with. Critic of the White Knights. That's what I'm
Who?
going with.
Critic of the White Knights?
Critica the White Knights. It's a mobile game. It's like a online little MMO. It's not super detailed, but it's like a... Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
Okay, I never even heard of that. Critica the White Knights. I might check that out. Beard, what's your pick?
I don't know. I play a lot of 2 dots.
What's this thing you put in here? Delta, the emulator for iOS?
Oh yeah, Delta. It's the it's still in beta right now. It's the Game Boy emulator for iOS. We'll see how long it actually lasts in the App Store and/or being side-loaded. But
we'll put you down for 2 dots because you mentioned that a few times tonight. Obi, do you have a pick, or is it more?
No, yeah. No, I ain't got nothing.
Terrific.
you don't care.
4 weeks of this so far, 5 weeks, or whatever it is. It's enough for me, but I'll participate. I won't discriminate.
Dude, you haven't been in here for the full 5 weeks. Get out of town.
Yeah, but you know me. If I'm going crazy, you know who these fools are.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Obi. Sure. You're just playing. You're playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's what it is. Don't blame it on the subject matter. You're distracted. Yeah,
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna look up and he's gonna be on Rocket League. Like last week.
I answered everything that you needed to be answered.
Thanks for being a sport, Obi. Thanks.
Not necessarily the answers that you wanted, but I gave you answers.
All right. I'm gonna go with surprise, surprise. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Of course.
Fanboy.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it?
It's either that or Gems of War, because I still play the shit out of that game. At least on mobile. I think this will be our last category tonight. Well, we'll see how quickly we go through this one. Best TCG/CCG.
Damn it. This is just a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show.
It might as well be.
You know, I didn't plan to do this, but I'm like...
Yeah, you did.
Just because Beard is like so anti-Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to keep it going. It just worked out that way. That's perfect. Alright, Hearthstone, Magic Origins, Shadow Era, Soul Forge. Just for giggles, let's put Bad Blood in here. That's a pretty fun one. Marvel Puzzle Quest. You guess we can consider that TCG, because I don't think people will consider it that. It's got covers that kind of like cards, but nah. And I don't know if you heard about this game. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Pretty cool.
I heard about it. I heard it sucks.
Now, whoever told you that is clearly a bad judge of quality. They probably like Last of Us and No Man's Sky.
Ugh. That's like having No Man's Sky is the equivalent of having like constipation.
Damn.
Yeah, where it won't come out for a good minute, and then when it does, you can't stop it.
Oh God.
Well played.
Damn.
Thank you.
Yogi's like, oh, gotta go poop.
No, I'm good tonight, thank God. I don't know what I ate that night when I was doing the show with you guys, but that was bad. I was like seeing colors, like, and little dots, and everything was spinning around, and it wasn't good. Oh, you get the echo again, Warchild. No.
Ah.
There's another TCG that came out recently that's been doing pretty well.
None of them are Hearthstone, so what does it matter?
See, like, honestly, like, all jokes aside, I still play the shit out of Hearthstone. And we talked about this, how there's the ebb and flow of Hearthstone. Like, you'll burn out on it, but inevitably you'll always come back to it, right?
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like the meta has been so heavily focused on aggro. I never had such a hard time on the ladder. I would easily get to, like, rank 10 without even trying. But now, if you're not running aggro, you're not getting past even 18. And that's terrible. Like, to me, a good competitive game lets you have a variety of strategies, especially in a card game.
I really think with the last shift, it forced everyone to scrap what they were doing completely and start over.
Yeah, but they're still doing aggro. Like, it's different, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Well, whatever you're doing isn't working. Time to shift to something new. That's the problem I had. I deleted every possible deck that I had. And now I'm just waiting to have a free couple hours to rebuild.
Right, but it's a bad meta if the only way to win is to just play aggro. You know what I mean? Like, it should be equally viable to do control or do a mid-range deck and just have counters for what other people are doing. But now if your mana curve isn't 4-drop or lower, you're pretty much going to lose most of the time. And that's stupid. Don't get me wrong.
That's when you stay low, you have all spells, and you live and die by Yogg.
Amen, brother.
Yogg around all day. Just flip the coin. Fuck it. It'll either be over real quick or it'll go on.
Once you get to what? Was it 8 mana? Drop that card down. Mm-hmm. If you've cast like 15 spells, watch the fireworks fly.
So you're a mage and you're just like arcane missiles, arcane missiles, arcane missiles.
Yeah, you get that. What is it? The fucking legendary that gives you 3 more arcane missiles.
Jesus.
When you play them, and then you just toss all those out next hand, throw out Yogg. Let's just see what happens.
Oh, I like the Pally class though. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Pally's like that might be the only class that has consistently been viable, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, and Warlock. Yeah, Warlock I think is always viable regardless of what they come out with.
I don't know, my favorite Warlock is Renounce Darkness, because then you just you stack your entire deck with Warlock cards, and then you throw that card out there, and everything is now something else.
Yeah, that's like your old shit
Good
button.
luck.
It's like, well, these cards, I can't do shit with this hand. Renounce Darkness. Okay, maybe. Yeah, that one's fun.
And now I'm a rogue.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, that is fun.
So yeah, Hearthstone is definitely up there for me, but just because that limited framework, I feel the meta is very stale. Hey, don't delete Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. How dare you? That's mean.
Your dream is over.
No, you broke it.
That was all you, buddy. There you go.
You broke it.
When Gotham is on fire, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Has my permission to die.
Does Honey Pop count as a TCG? Let's put that in there.
No, Honey Pop's just, yeah.
I know it's not.
That'll be the next iteration of Honey Pop.
Yeah,
nasty.
TCG game. Yeah, that's. I'm surprised that isn't a thing. Like, with how popular TCGs and CCGs have been, and MOBAs, why don't we see scantily clad, anime boobies in those genres? Someone's gonna come.
Don't
out
we
with
already though?
I mean, like more.
Not explicitly. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not, now it's subtle, and people still complain because they're prudes. Oh, Trace is sexualized. Fuck you. Please, find something better to do than complain about shit.
But no, it's important.
Yeah.
That's the only problem in their life.
That's the only thing going on in their life, so that, yeah, they get to get that attention. That's a sad place to be.
They don't even play Overwatch.
Don't even play it. They saw 2 minutes of gameplay video and they're like, "Oh hell no!" crazy.
Sound like this old lady I used to work with. The way you said that.
Yeah, you like that? I met her,
Nah.
so I've been practicing that.
I would hope you wouldn't have met her because that'd be kind of weird. Like, you wouldn't... Do not want, basically.
She makes me cornbread all the time with the little pieces of cheddar. Little
You
cheddar
don't want
cheese
some
in
pork
there.
and beans after you get done with that. That's all. We're going to leave it at that.
Get your sweet ass over here.
Tasty.
I got some cornbread for you.
Now, Obi, am I correct to assume that you pick Hearthstone as well?
Sure.
Okay. And WarChild, are you picking Hearthstone?
Yeah, might as well.
I am not picking Hearthstone. I'm going with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Of course you are.
Go figure.
Surprise.
Didn't
listen.
see that coming.
This game makes me so happy. I was on the fence until recently. I've been playing like crazy, and I'm like, you know what? They did it right. Because when they shut down Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, I was so sad. Because I had so many cards and so much currency in that game, and I was like, no. And they took everything I loved about that game and did it right.
Oh, yes, and yay, no.
No. Superman.
Mr.
no.
Superman not here
No
right
me
now.
gusta, bye-bye.
No más pantalones.
Uy, spicy tamale. Muy caliente.
Have you guys seen that John Lovitz commercial? The avocados from Mexico.
What?
Nobody?
What?
Do yourself a favor and watch it
You're
after
on
this
crack.
show. That's
You're
just
on
gonna
that
get
shit, man.
stuck in your head. That shit is crazy. That's one of the best commercials I've seen in a while. Especially, you would think it's something they would play during the Super Bowl. It's just that quirky. Avocados from Mexico.
That does seem kind of sticky.
Yeah, it gets stuck in your head. I'm telling you. I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. All right.
Boing.
So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've done over 10 categories tonight. Good job, boys. Let's do
So
one
we
more.
have 70 left?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
more or less.
20 after. I gotta go to bed.
Okay. So you want to wrap it up, Obi?
No, man. Go ahead. I can leave whenever I want to. All I gotta do is just click the disconnect button. So,
Okay.
I mean, go ahead, bro.
Thanks
I'm
for the
just talking
tease.
shit. If I don't, who else will?
All right. Best console port.
He's like, damn.
Best console
You
port,
just
guys.
got real.
You guys ready for this one?
No.
All right.
Yes.
Axiom Verge, Lies of Astaroth, Rocket League, Speedrunners, Gems of War, Magic Origins, and Ark.
Locket Rig.
Rocket Rig.
Okay.
Locket Rig. Get it right.
Rocket League. Okay, you got it. Beard.
No. Locket Rig.
Oh, Locket Rig.
God.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Yeah.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it.
Beard, what's your pick?
Yeah, probably Rocket League. I haven't touched the other ones on console, so I wouldn't know how they run. But Rocket League is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I'm for the same reasons that you just said, Beard. Mine's gonna have to be Lies of Astaroth, just because I put enough time into that one to really appreciate what they did with the console version. Though Gems of War is up there, but
Yeah, I'm getting tired. I thought you said Jugs of War.
oh yeah,
We'll take those two.
Yeah.
I'd play
You
that
mean
game.
like those two TOO or TWO?
Yes.
All
Yes.
the above. Good
Yes.
answer. Jugs of War.
Do you like
Armageddon
Coke?
edition.
Do you like Coke or Pepsi? Yes. You know, down south, one thing I love about living down here is that every soda is a Pepsi. Hey, you want a Pepsi? Yeah, sure. What kind? Pepsi. Oh, well, we got Mountain Dew. We got, Dr. Pepper. That's not Pepsi.
I wish I could say that. I mean, every time I look up, I see Coca-Colas. They got too many Pepsi products around here. I miss my Pepsi.
Yeah, I think I'm
You
more.
start an Orange Mountain Dew again.
Yeah, I'm more of a Pepsi guy myself.
I just want an Orange Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's good too. That's the Livewire, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's good. That's probably the best Mountain Dew. Though, what's the greenish, bluish one?
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast, yeah. I like that one too.
Pitch
Cool.
Black. Pitch Black.
Yeah, if you like drinking Diamond Tap.
Yo, that stuff's the best.
Yeah.
Pitch Black was ace.
See, I can't criticize because I like the way Pepto-Bismol tastes, so I'm weird already.
And
No, you love Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're a grown adult. You're weird enough.
truth comes out. Truth comes out.
Beard, you're not gonna let it go, are ya?
Never.
Let
Never.
By the way,
go.
folks, episode
Let it
165,
go.
round panel of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're talking about our favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes, all the way through Arc VX and 5Ds. Yeah, and Beard will be our moderator. He's gonna get us some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Voice actors.
Well, guys, it's been fun, but I'm officially retiring.
So everybody, this has been really fun. I enjoyed the conversation, getting to the minds to see what everybody's excited about. And it's great that we have such contrasting ideas. I also like Obi's very in-depth opinions on each of these categories. I mean, he has gone deep tonight, folks. So let's give him a hand. All right.
Oh, stuck a fat one.
It's probably a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That would be a fantastic card. It's like a fat one.
Radical Hatch.
The Chode. The Chode always wins. So, Beard.
Best game of all time. Shogo Online.
Shogo. I'm surprised. Was it the Lift Tech engine that Shogo
Yep.
had?
Yep.
That never caught on. Unreal lived on, and Unreal's probably the best engine right now.
I think they still use the Lift Tech
Oh,
engine
legend.
for something. They just went ahead and
Did it? Do they?
But I can't remember what game they used it for, but they use it for something. There's
Doom
a
engine's
big
going
game
strong, and Unreal. You know, there's a few other engines, but I think Lift Tech died. But Shogo, man, what a great game, dude!
Magic Law.
Good call, good call. So this is the part where we share, well, you know, where we can find everybody, how you connect with us to be part of the madness, the train wreck this show. And then we close with some awkward music that's sped up to save time, kind of, sort of. So, Beard, starting with you, where can we find you when you're not joining us on a podcasting and streaming fun?
No, I'm retired. I'm done.
Aw, don't do that. We'll miss you. Yeah?
No, I'm joking. You can find me, Beard and Hat, Twitter, Twitch, maybe SoundCloud? No, probably not.
And then... No, and then?
No, and then.
Okay. Warchild, you just came out with a new podcast, so tell us a little bit about that and where we can find you and connect with your podcast and your other stuff.
Podcast is still new. It's part of my whole Gamer Dad series, but podcast is called Warbound Radio. You can find me on www.warchildgames.com. I'm on Twitter underneath the same name, Warchild Games, and if you're looking for me, go to warchildgames.com. I'll be there. Also, Extra Life has just started taking their that you can sign up for it right now. On my part of things, there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on in my workplace as far as other people's concerned, stuff that's not good. So I know signing up for Extra Life possibly can help out with that, and getting donations and whatnot. It's never too early to start. It's never too late to start. Something to think about.
Do you want to do it this time before game day? Like maybe do one session or a few events before the official game day? I think that'd be better than waiting till November 5th or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
definitely down for that.
Do it as a team, because I know we're all spread thin, but if we could do it in shifts and then just throw each other the viewers, that'd be a much smarter way of doing it.
Yeah, that'll work.
We could do a full showing as GeekyAntics. That'd be dope.
I know it needs to be done. Save the kids, man.
Obi, where can we find you these days? I know it ain't Xbox Live.
You guys can find me on Twitter, of course, at TSC Obi1. And, of course, we're going to be starting probably, I believe, I don't know, by the time you guys hear this, it'll be the past week. But I believe we're going to be doing our first YouTube stream tomorrow. We're getting back on the swing of things, getting back to where we can actually function. Because we're back. So, and you guys don't forget about, and that's of course on Instagram as well, and then the YouTube channel is TSC Obi-Wan Kenobi. And guys, don't forget, next week, Thursday, we're leaving for Atlanta, for MLG Atlanta with Top Star Esports. So go give them a follow. Please give us a follow. We really appreciate it. Tweet at us. We love you guys. That's it.
Word.
Mother.
Like, you just mutter some stuff at the end. And, fuck your mother. Fuck you, Trebek.
I didn't say nothing about fucking your mama, dude.
Well, you muttered something at the end. I was just, doing my creative interpretation of it. Yeah? Okay, good talk.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? Credits for you.
It had to be said. Had to be said.
I'm Yogizilla everywhere. And these days you can find me a lot on the GeekyAntics Facebook group for Xbox and PC gamers, particularly. But we welcome all gamers. We'll just poke fun at you if you like Nintendo or PS4. Just saying. I'm kidding. Everybody welcome. And we got the Steam group. We got the Facebook page. I can be confused with the group. And fantasy football is over, but you can still join our football and sports theory craft group. Super Bowl coming up soon. Maybe we'll do something, little local meetups. That'd be cool too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But folks,
Super Bowl's in 3 days.
I know.
True, Sunday.
I know. I feel like it just snuck up on us. Hey, Falcons. I hope the Falcons beat the Patriots. Fuck the Patriots.
I don't even like the Falcons, and I hope the Patriots get their ass kicked.
Wow.
I'm with you. Fuck off, New England. Patriots can burn in hell.
I want the Falcons.
Atlanta
I'm a
all day.
Cowboys fan, but I want ATL to win.
Dude, that'd be so epic. Oh, man. I'd start.
As long as they don't go to the strip club before the game like last time, they'll be okay. That's why they lost. John Elway put that retirement smile on him during that last touchdown of his career.
Damn. But you know what? You can't beat the Atlanta strip clubs, man. $5 lap dances. That's a good deal.
Look, I'm sorry. I'd rather get a championship ring than have like this ring of baby oil on my pants. That's just me.
A ring is a ring. Especially if it's on your ding-a-ling. Ha! It rhymes.
Lord.
With that, folks, we will see you next week for episode 165. We will continue the madness.
That's how we're ending. Oh my God, no!
And we'll see how long before Obi completely loses it. He's only done like 2 of these with us, and he's like, "It's too much." Ah! That's why he's gonna start talking exactly like that. I've seen the future. And fall TV's back. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about some of the shows we're watching, like The Magicians and whatnot. I could work that in there too. Flash, fantastic. That show's doing so well right now. Anyway, we're out of here. See you next week. Say bye, guys.
Later.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
The rush is loud, so ride the
Bye, guys.
lightning.
Enough about Obi's nuts. On to community gaming.
And we're out.